is a massive difference between feeling and emotions. When I rub my hand right now, I'm getting a feeling, it's a raw sensation. Now, if I have a memory of someone else touching like this in the past, now there's a weird sensation that comes up, and now I'm crippled by that emotion, and that can keep me stuck, enslaved for many, many years, for a lifetime as well. So we look at the difference between feelings and emotions with health, wealth, and relationship in today's video, where if you go through this journey with me, questioning ourselves and bringing out that emotion and letting go of that emotional charge, you can be free to quantum jump into a whole new different reality. Because when you're associating a feeling with a story, that becomes an emotion, and you believe in that emotion again and again, and you get stuck in a loop. Because today in the morning, my wife was telling me that she has a headache. Now, headache is a feeling, it's a raw sensation. If she says, why me? This always happens to me. And with this headache, which is happening again and again, I will never succeed. I'm doomed for failure. And now that leads to, it gives birth to an emotion. And we keep on believing an emotion which is associated with an identity called as you. So, what all emotions do we carry? With health, wealth, and relationship. Let's take health right now. Let's take something that everyone struggles with. Let's say weight loss. And I've always struggled with gaining weight. So, let's say if someone says, you got to do this thing, this diet, and this kind of workout, and you lose so and so weight. That's simple. But now, if working out is a feeling, but if that person says, how long should I go through this? I think it's going to take 5 more years. I'll never succeed. Now that gives birth to the emotion, or it brings back the emotion of the past and says that I've done this for 3 months and 6 months and I've lost weight, but I get it back. I get that weight back. Or let's say I've struggled with weight gain and I gain 5 kilos, and then something happens and I lose that weight as well. And that emotion comes up and says, the scary emotion comes up and says, I'm destined to fail. This thing will keep on happening. So that's with the health. If there's anything else that comes up, please recognize that in today's video so that you're going through this journey with me. And now let's look at something with the career, with your profession, with your business. You get a rejection mail, and now there's a feeling. There's some feeling that just comes up. And now the emotion says that, why does it happen to me? I don't think anyone wants to work with me. All of that is a story associated with that feeling. And when we believe in that story, it becomes a hardcore emotion. And that, when we believe in, keeps on repeating as a loop. Let's say relationship. Let's say if you're single and you want to get into a relationship, you propose to someone and the person says, hey, let's just be friends. And when there's an emotion of the past, it doesn't allow you to see through that. It can be a redirection from where you are to your soulmate. Or she could be, or he could be your soulmate, but it could just be a test. But the emotion corrodes the lens through which you can see the world. It sees through the past lens, and it says, I'll be unlovable or lonely forever. So that's an emotion which carries a lot of weight. Feelings dissolve quickly when you simply observe them. But if you don't observe, and you quickly just react, and you're like, no, this will happen, that will happen, let me just work hard. You don't have any foundation. And after working really hard, you see, hey, why is nothing moving in my relationship? Why is nothing moving in my business? Why is nothing moving in my, why am I not losing weight? Because emotion loops. It recycles. It feeds itself. If you can just look at that emotion without the story today in this video itself, you will sense a liberation away from that past. You liberate yourself from the past and you'll be present with me over here in this moment, and you can create anything that you want. You are here to create anything. You are here to dissolve these emotions. You're not here to carry these emotions with you. There'll be an emptiness, there'll be a freedom. I say emptiness with a very joyous state, by the way, not an empty feeling, but an emptiness because it was carrying these emotions and it was full of emotions, and now it's empty, and you're like, wow, I am free now. And from this freedom, your soul can quantum jump into any reality, create any relationship, create any business, and create any kind of health that you want. A quick story, I never worked out. I was on a challenge for 150 days of no workout. I would jog, I would walk, but I wouldn't work out in the gym. And after 150 days, I showed my friends the 4-pack abs that I had, because there was this pure faith that I can get abs. And there was just bliss when I was envisioning it, and there was no story behind it, just a pure feeling, a raw feeling. So in your health, can you have a beautiful feeling of bliss in your health? That feeling of vitality, feeling of having raw, rich, raw prana, high prana food. And then with your relationship, pure bliss, pure love, pure friendship in your relationship. And in your business, you're chilling, you're playing, you're putting your creativity out there, and the right people are showing up. Can we sit in that? Can we sit in that feeling? And the emotion is bliss and purity and love and pure joy. And you'll see that the universe responds to that emotion. The universe responds to who you are. And who you are is that pure, raw emotion. Previously, if you were creating a bad loop, it was because there was a feeling, it was a bad story around it, and you kept on seeing the universe as the mirror reflecting back your own emotion. So let this video be a permission slip or a guide for you to go deeper, dissolve those past emotions that kept you stuck. And you'll see, when you dissolve the past emotion, you will see that the feeling that arises when those emotions go away will always be bliss, will always be beauty, will always be pure joy. That's what kids feel. And from that place, whatever you create is gonna be a radical transformation, a quantum jump like you've never imagined before. And when you put your heart and soul into something in your business, an offer, a program, is always going to be divine. And if you had a lot of fun today, and if you had a shift of consciousness today on this video, and if you would like to have a massive shift, and you would like to have a mentor, a spiritual mentor to help you, guide you, support you in creating a massive transformation, I help people let go of the past, create a shift at the foundation level, at the identity level, so that they can quantum jump into a wholly different reality. If you're looking for that, I'll put the link somewhere down there in the description. With that, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me recap it quickly. Feelings are just raw sensation. Emotion is feeling with a story of your past saying, why does it happen to me? Or I'm always destined to fail. Now that creates an emotion, and emotions keep you stuck in a loop for a long time. And you can free yourself from any emotion that you are carrying. And that is the truth. That is the universal truth, that you've come here to free yourself. You can free yourself from any past emotion. Stay as awareness. I'll see you in the next video.